No,
And I would like to contest what you are saying with all humility.
No, I think
With all
no,
humility.
Correct understanding of law.
With the greatest of humility, I would like to contest what you are saying. May I please?
Please go ahead.
Mr. Rajagopal, you're saying something?
Minister has full
Mr.
authority.
Rajagopal, you want to
And
defend the
That's exactly what I said. Law Minister has full authority, and every affidavit in High Court or Supreme Court is always being vetted and seen by the Law Ministry. And moreover, the Prime Minister Office Joint Secretary and the Coal Ministry Joint Secretary have been appointed to coordinate CBI on this scam. It is the government which is appointed to CBI inquiry. It is not the court. Court only wanted a status report. It is not the final findings. Unfortunately, we are trying to make an issue out of that. It is just a status report and nothing more than that.
Sir,
No, I want.
sir, I now want to question the position taken. Nirmala Sitharaman is already contesting your interpretation of the Vineet Narayan judgment. No, your interpretation of the Vineet Narayan judgment, sir, I would like to add, it also says, it says, however,
whenever you get time.
sir, I am seeing the appropriate paragraph, sir. I am seeing the appropriate paragraph. With your permission, I would like to quote.
Please go ahead.
May I quote, sir?
Please go ahead, sir.
It says, however, all the powers of the minister are subject to the condition that none of them would extend to permit the minister to interfere with the course of investigation and prosecution in any individual case.
Correct.
And that in respect, the concerned officers are to be governed entirely by the mandate of law and the statutory duty cast on them. So, sir, you are reading the Vineet Narayan judgment in part. You are reading the Vineet Narayan judgment selectively.
And in this particular case, the court had very clearly said you will not go and examine it or give it in reference with the political executive. It has been said explicitly by the court in this particular case. And again, Mr. Rajagopal's point, that the Joint Secretary and from the Coal Ministry and the PMO have been appointed to look after the case where they themselves probably will end up being accused?
Yeah.
What kind of a law are we talking about? I'm sorry, that's a complete twist of the law. And in this case...
Coordinators and the CBI is asking them for papers which they are bound to provide.
No. And again,
No, but
I'm sorry, that's wrong interpretation, because in this particular case, status report is equally important as the final report. And what did they actually state in the status report? Facts related to the core point of the case.
Please. If I can come in.
So, 1 second, we are getting an intervention from UPI, the National Conference. Yes, sir.
Arnab, as I said earlier, we are confronted with two issues. While I agree that corruption is a big issue and it needs to be addressed, I want to ask BJP, have they lost faith in legislation? Have they lost faith in parliament? Do they want to change the system? That's exactly what I want.
No, how by questioning, by raising the issues that are in the CBI affidavit, how are they changing the system?
This has to be addressed. This has to be addressed.
I'll tell you how.
And
sir,
so far as judiciary is concerned, final judgment or the entire matter.
Sir, does it not outrage you? Does it not outrage you that the Central Bureau of Investigation is like a stenographer taking instructions from the political class of this country in cases that they are supposed to be investigating? Does it not outrage you, sir?
Yes, it does. It does. The entire case is lying before the Supreme Court, and this is sub judice. The matter is sub judice. You can't talk about it. And the final verdict on this has to come from the Supreme Court. I want to ask only BJP, I want to ask them one question. Have they lost faith in legislation and have they lost faith in the parliament? Do they want to change the system? Because she said that she doesn't want to debate things because nothing
does the CBI affidavit not tell you that there is something rotten in the system? Nirmala Sitharaman, however, can respond to you.
Answer that concern of the National Conference. If really they think the BJP is not respecting the parliament, I want to ask as to what their alliance partner, the main alliance partner, Congress, is doing in the JPC. What are they doing in the PAC? And how accommodative are they with the kind of work which the opposition party, when particularly the Lokpal bill was happening, it was the leader of the opposition in Rajya Sabha who went and actively engaged in this. I'm answering you, sir. I'm answering your question. Please don't adopt the same method which your alliance partner is adopting in the parliament to put.
But please try to answer my question.
I'm answering your question. Please don't shout me down as I'm trying to talk. I think what is important here is to recognize that there are disruptions to the parliament done by the main party itself, the party in power itself. Tell me the number of times when Congress has not disrupted the parliament. Tell me the number of times when they have adopted such method. Lokpal bill was torn by an alliance partner of the government. Did they stop it?
But Mehboob Beg and Kamal Farooqi...
I think we need not be lectured on how we should behave in the parliament.
Mehboob Beg and Kamal Farooqi, we are talking about very fundamental issues. And every time I'm discussing the issues of this CBI affidavit, with the greatest of respect to both of you gentlemen, you are talking constantly only about the disruption in parliament.
No, I'm not talking about that only. I am talking about...
I want you to talk about the CBI affidavit.
Yes, I'm talking about that, and unfortunately we are taking upon ourselves the responsibility of the Honorable Supreme Court. They are seized with the whole matter.
Sir.
It will be discussed, final thing would be coming tomorrow. Let us wait, and I am very positive on it that perhaps...
Is it embarrassing for UPI allies?
No, this particular
case... Wait a minute. I thought you should be as a party which is openly accused the Congress party of misusing the court.
Sir,
I thought you would be the first party to raise these questions more aggressively.
Perhaps this would set a precedent that CBI would become independent.
I want to bring
perhaps
it. No.
Let us wait for Supreme Court judgment tomorrow.
She's asking you a
Mr.
question.
Farooqi, you will be glad to know I want to bring in a point which will be a brownie point for SP. When the whole case of Raja Bhaiya came up, Kamal Farooqi's party took instant action when it was sub judice too. Why did they do it? They could have waited for the court to say Raja Bhaiya was at fault, and only after the court said they could have removed him. Why did you remove him? You wanted to show that you had a concern.
So
that
you're saying he's convinced? You're saying that he's convinced?
They are not able to get that done by the Congress. If they did it in UP, they should have asked the same measure.
You think Kamal Farooqui is deliberately avoiding the debate on that?
Kamal Farooqui is unable to, through his party, assert the same kind of a system which they have practiced in UP. Tell them to remove much before the matter.
That's a straight question to you, Mr. Farooqui.
No, in fact, as far as that Raja Bhaiya case was concerned,
didn't you remove him?
Definitely, there were allegations, counter allegations, and the officer wife had alleged that there are directly involvement of it, and she had demanded immediate
CBI
inquiry. No, it was not sub judice. It was not sub judice
at all. The case was already filed.
No, it was not filed. It was an FIR. It was not sub judice.
So if it is sub judice, you don't remove, but just at the stage of FIR, you'll remove. What kind of a logic, Mr. Farooqi?
You are mixing it. Maybe you are mixing it up.
No, I don't think anyone's mixing it up. I want to bring the issue back out here. I think there is something very strange that is going on now. The entire country is debating one subject. Tomorrow, will the law minister have to go? Will the government get entangled in the Colgate cover-up?
Who will decide it?
The Supreme Court will make observations.
No, wait a minute.
If Supreme Court indicts law minister, he will have to go. There's no other choice. But you have to wait for the Supreme Court's decision.
What we are missing out here...
I think both of you are avoiding a debate on the subject, which is why I don't understand.
What we are missing out here...
I have a few questions here. I have a few questions here. My question is this. Please, gentlemen, you are both saying, let the Supreme Court decide. Certainly with the greatest respect to the court, and I have said this yesterday, we await the court's advice on the matter. They are supreme. Everyone will be guided by what the court says. But irrespective of what the court says, the matter remains, is it not, that the Attorney General and the Additional Solicitor General denied that the CBI report shared the report with the Law Minister. Yeah. Is it true or not? Yes. Another question which has been lost in this belly is, why did the Law Minister want to see the CBI status report? What were the specific changes that he was making? Did he do so on his own accord? Was he instructed to or requested to see these by higher authorities? Why was the Joint Secretary PMO out there? At the end of the day, the Supreme Court has already told the CBI, you don't need to take instructions from political masters. You don't have to take instructions from political masters.
All these answers have been given through an affidavit to the Honorable Supreme Court, who will take note of the whole thing.
Wait a minute.
Everything has been done in detail.
I am asking you today, Mr. Farooqi, it is all... Let me ask you here today. Rahul Mehra, I'm sorry, I'm just coming to you. Rahul Mehra, one of our panelists says, Amarendra Sharan, he just said out there that it is normal for the Joint Secretary in the Prime Minister's office to be part of the investigation of the CBI or something to that.
Then why did they deny it in the first place then, if it is normal?
No. Yes, Mr. Sharan?
Said that they were appointed as coordinators, and they were coordinating with the CBI. CBI was asking them questions. They were providing material to them. They were collating the documents for CBI. They were in fact
God.
helping the CBI in its investigation in this particular case.
I want Rahul Mehra to come in on that.
Oh, if
No,
they
I
were
want Rahul
indeed-
Mehra to come in on that. The Additional Solicitor General says, former Additional Solicitor General says, the Joint Secretary, can you hear me, Rahul? He says, Amarendra Sharan says the PMO officials
can,
were
Arnab, I've been-
instructed and were coordinating the inputs. I disagree with him, but I'd like to draw you in on this legal point, please. Rahul Mehra.
Arnab, first of all, you really need patience when there are these political kind of upmanship happening on shows. I would actually urge you, when there are national issues, please don't call political parties, because the entire seriousness of the issue is lost between the football being thrown from one end to the other of the goalpost. Anyway, coming back to the issue, Arnab, I think there are a lot of questions at a lot of people and various offices, starting from the PMO to the Law Minister's office, to the Law Minister himself, to the Coal Ministry, to the law officers, and none of them, make no mistake about it, have been honest with the court. When Mr. Sharan says that the Law Minister was duty bound and had all the authority, nothing can be further from the truth. The fact of the matter is, this is no ordinary scam. This is the largest scam India has ever seen. Now, go back a few years, it was the same PMO and the Prime Minister who was refusing to even get the RC registered by the CBI and investigate. And somebody had to go to the court to ensure that there is a court-monitored investigation happening. So there was initially a delay and the investigation could not have got started. Subsequently, the same people who are even today the suspects, which is the Law Ministry and the Coal Ministry and the PMO, are the people who are being shown the entire status report, and at their own convenience and beck and call, meetings are happening. Law officers are on affidavit, on solemn affidavit, which is the biggest form of perjury, are saying that these meetings never happened. The senior most law minister says meetings didn't happen. The one reporting under him says several meetings happened. The senior most law officer says nothing was seen, nothing was altered, nothing was changed. And now we come with an affidavit from the director CBI saying that there were these three very substantial kind of changes which were made. Which go to the very root cause of how the entire scam
Rahul Mehra,
unfold.
Mr. Amarendra Sharan's point was very specific. I want you to respond to the specific point. The specific point of Amarendra Sharan was this. He says that PMO officials are regularly in touch. Why are you getting all worked up? You're a member of the Aam Aadmi Party. Why is Nirmala Sitharaman? Why is the Aam Aadmi Party getting all worked up that the PMO officials are interacting with the CBI officials? It is part of their job. They have to interact with them. They have to coordinate with them. May I invite your rebut on that, please?
It is a white lie that it is a part of the job of the PMO. PMO is a suspect in this case. It is not a part of their case. In fact, all this shielding which is happening because of the PMO, which is what a lot of people are doubtful about. And it was only the Aam Aadmi Party and the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party and Anna Hazare who have been showing the mirror to the nation by saying that this CBI needs to be taken away from the clutches of the political masters.
Now you are making it political. Now you are making it political, and you are very much a politician in that case.
What we had
I want Mr. Rajagopal to come in.
Just one line
No,
here. If indeed it was all simple and straightforward and they
Arnab.
were really discharging their duty, why did the first affidavit, at the time of submitting the first affidavit, the court asked as to if anybody has seen it in the political executive? They said nobody had seen it. Why did they lie then? If there was a straightforward carrying and discharging
The Congress party answers that. Mr. Rajagopal is responding to Nirmala Sitharaman. Yes.
Arnab, if at all is any mistake, it is a submission of the Additional Solicitor General who said the CBI has not shared the report to the government. That is the only mistake the government officer made. Otherwise, everything is in proper manner. Because it's the government which has ordered the CBI inquiry.
Counter.
Except that, it's the government which ordered the CBI inquiry.
If indeed it was just that one lie, I want to know why the second affidavit.
Arnab, let me answer.
No, I have not even finished my observation,
complete,
Mr.
because I
Rajagopal.
didn't complete and then I never got
I have not even completed, Mr. Rajagopal.
No, I never got a chance to defend and then set right the facts. The fact is the government has appointed the CBI inquiry. The fact is the PMO Joint Secretary and the Coal Joint Secretary were asked to coordinate this entire case, and the CBI and the Supreme Court has only asked for a status report, and the findings are being done and investigation is done by CBI, and the Law Ministry Ministry is definitely the authority to vet any document that is filed before the High Court or Supreme Court, and it is a normal course. That's exactly what Ms. Ashwini Kumar has done. He has does not done anything improper. If at all he has to do influence something, he would have done it in other way. In spite of,
So you are saying irrespective of what happens tomorrow? No, Mr. Rajagopal, you are saying irrespective.
Yes.
Irrespective. No.
Nothing will happen.
Mr.
Nothing will happen
Rajagopal, what
tomorrow.
you are saying is irrespective.
Nothing will happen
Irrespective of
tomorrow.
what happens
Supreme Court will definitely
Ashwini
understand.
Kumar will not go.
Supreme Court will understand
You
the
are
whole
saying
situation.
irrespective of
They
what happens
understand the
tomorrow,
procedure.
Ashwini Kumar will not go.
Yes, he will not go, and Supreme Court
I
will not
understand the procedure.
pass any adverse remark because there's nothing improper in it, and I'm sure Supreme Court will not pass any censure on the government. There's nothing improper in what we have done, and what
I
all
think you
Ashwini
should
Kumar
wait
the
for what
government
the court
has done is all
says.
as per the procedure.
I don't know how you can be so sure of
Yes,
what
I'm
the court
sure
will
because
say.
I know the facts of the case. I know the facts of the case, and Supreme Court will definitely go into the facts of the case and will definitely appreciate that this is a government which is the most transparent. This is the Prime Minister who has allowed every investigating officer to conduct the inquiries and be independent in their.
I will not second guess what the Honorable Supreme Court is going to say tomorrow. We'll certainly wait for it.
Absolutely.
But the
Because there's
fact
nothing wrong
remains
in it. It's a regular
that in a
thing.
particular
Routine thing that will be
case
done.
in which the Supreme Court had very clearly given instruction that the political executive need not be consulted, they indeed consulted. Not just consulted,
The law
the
ministry,
law
not the
minister
coal ministry. He
invited
didn't
them for the
consult the coal
consultation,
ministry.
not just once,
CBI
but more
has
than
not
once.
consulted the coal
Please, Mr.
ministry.
Rajagopal, let me just finish.